Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, welcome again to a new episode of Target English Grade 9. Today we are going to cover the reading comprehension of Unit 1. As you can remember from the previous episode, the title of this unit is Explorers. Excellent. What is meant by the word reading comprehension? Basically, reading comprehension is a text given and you have to read the text and answer the questions related to the text. There are some tips and tricks for answering and reading the comprehension. First of all, you have to have a look at the questions before reading the passage. Read the questions, then read the passage or the text, and then answer the questions. Read the first sentence of each paragraph to get an understanding or the meaning of the paragraph itself. Pay attention to transition words. When you come across a difficult word, try to guess its meaning from the context. As you can remember from the previous episode, if you have a difficult word, you have to read the sentence itself to figure out the meaning of the whole sentence and word in particular. Go back and reread after you have read the question, which means double check your questions and answer. Now we are going to have a look at the questions before reading the passage. First of all, we have the Mcq questions, which means multiple choice questions. You choose the answer A, B, C, or D. These questions can include or may include the best title, the main idea of the paragraph, unfamiliar vocabulary, the synonym or the antonym, the meaning of the word or the opposite of the word, the word reference, locating explicit information, extracting implicit information, and questions relating to the purpose of the writer. Why did the writer write this text? Or the moral lesson behind the whole text. We have some productive questions, explicit and implicit. We have true or false questions and filling in a table or a graphic organizers. All of these are types of questions presented. Reading or looking at the student's book page 14 and reading the text given as we did in the previous episode, we are going to answer the following questions. The first exercise is read the text about a Kuwaiti explorer and fill in the table that follows. So we have a table and we need to read the text to extract and take information from the text to answer and fill up the table. We have the name of the explorer, the nationality of the explorer, name of the team leader, the itinerary or the route of the whole journey, the year of the expedition, and the distance covered. Let's read the first sentence of each paragraph, as I said, to give you the understanding or the meaning of the paragraph. In 2018, Lamis Najm became the first Kuwaiti to reach the North Pole. Paragraph 2. 3 of the participants who accompanied Lamis from the Arabian Gulf region were Sheikha Asma al-Thani from Qatar, Anis al-Raisi from Oman, and the Saudi Arabian Maryam Hamid al-Din. Paragraph 3. On an expedition, the adventurers slept in tents in the Arctic wilderness for 10 days. Paragraph 4. In an interview with the Kuwait Times, Lamis explained the main reasons for her adventure as a desire to escape the familiar and to embark on a cultural quest. Paragraph 5. Kuwait's first North Pole skier, Lamis, is an inspiration for all those who seek an adventurous life. Looking at the questions and relating the paragraphs with the question. Name of the explorer as shown, her name is Lamis Najm. The nationality, as you can also read from the paragraph, the first Kuwaiti. So the nationality is Kuwaiti. The name of the team leader. The answer is also presented in the paragraph. The name of the team leader is Felicity Aston. The itinerary or the route is the North Pole, the Arctic wilderness. All of the answers are present and are found in the text in front of you. The year of the expedition, the first couple of words, in 2018. The distance covered, you have to read the text. It is in another paragraph. They skied about 100 kilometers across cracked ice above water. So the distance covered is 100 kilometers. Moving on to the next set of questions. Tick the following statements either with true or false. The first question in this set of questions, Lamisa's only aim was to escape the familiar. Again, as I told you before, you have to read the text in order for you to answer the question provided. So let's read the sentence. In an interview with Kuwait Times, Lamis explained the main reasons for her adventure as a desire to escape the familiar and to embark on a cultural quest. So the question says or states that Lamis's only aim was to escape the familiar. Only. Reading the text, it says, yes, it says to escape the familiar and to embark on a cultural quest. So her only aim wasn't only to escape the familiar, no. There were two things. So the answer for this statement is false, because her aim was to escape the familiar and to embark on a cultural quest. The answer is in front of your eyes. Number two, polar bears are not the only danger in Antarctica. Reading the paragraph. On an expedition, the adventurers slept in tents in the Arctic wilderness. For 10 days, they skied about 100 kilometers across cracked ice above water in temperatures below minus 40 degrees centigrade and under the constant threat of attacks by polar bears known to prey on human beings. The question says, polar bears are not the only danger, are they? Yes, the statement is correct. The constant threat of attacks by polar bears and also the temperatures which are below minus 40 degrees centigrade. Question number three. All team members were from the Arabian Gulf. As said in the paragraph itself also, in 2018, Lamis Najim became the first Kuwaiti to reach the North Pole. She was part of a Euro-Arabian expedition organized and led by Felicity Aston. So this statement is false because Felicity Aston is not from the Arabian region. Maryam Hamid ad-Din was the only member who could not complete the expedition. As written in the paragraph, unfortunately, Maryam's injuries forced her to cut her trip shorter in order to meet them at the North Pole. So she didn't accompany them the whole journey. So this statement is true. Now we have to choose the correct answers from A, B, C, and D. The best title for this passage is Uncompleted Journey, The Great Felicity, Sleeping in the Wilderness, and Inspiring Woman. The best title for this passage is An Inspiring Woman. Question number two. The underlined word prey on in paragraph 4 means to, as we took in the previous episode. The answer is clear for us. Feed on something, grow something, respect someone, cooperate with someone. The answer is feed on or prey on something. Question number 3. The pronoun her in the second paragraph refers to Lamis, Anisa, Maryam, Asma. To answer this type of question, you have to read the sentence before the actual pronoun, which is her. So reading the sentence before her, what does it say, the sentence? It says, Maryam's injuries forced her. Whose injuries? Maryam. The answer is Maryam's injury. Question number 4. According to the text, Maryam Hamid ad-Din was afraid to be an explorer, happy to continue the trip till its end, against accompanying Lamis in the trip, sad because she couldn't reach the North Pole. You have to read the whole text to understand the text and then answer this question. The answer for this question is sad because she couldn't reach the North Pole, because she had an injury. Number 5. According to the text, the experience created cracks in the ice above water, low temperature in the Arctic wilderness, constant threat of attacks by polar bears, a deep connection between the team members. According to the text, reading the text. So when reading the text, you will understand that the answer is, or this experience created a deep connection between the team members. They bonded together. The purpose of writing this paragraph is to tell someone details about an explorer's life, explain reasons for adventurers, describe living an adventurous life, explain why people go on expeditions. The answer is to tell someone details about an explorer's life. Answering the other set of questions. How long did the adventurers sleep in the Arctic wilderness? If you read the text, you will know the answer straight away. The text says, on an expedition, the adventurers slept in tents in the Arctic wilderness for 10 days. The answer is there. You just need to read the text itself. So the answer is for 10 days. The second question, why do you think Lamis is an inspiration to many Kuwaitis? Read the text. And the answer is Kuwait's first North Pole skier, Lamis, is an inspiration for all those who seek an adventurous life. In this episode, we practiced reading a narrative text for detailed information, and we tackled different reading comprehension activities and questions. Thank you all for viewing this episode and hope to meet you soon, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.